Alright, we're gonna have another random rant topic for this video. We're just gonna be talking about anime toys and why they're just so overpriced, why they're so expensive. 'Cause that's what I like to talk about on my YouTube channel. But yeah, like anime toys, most anime fans out there, they like to have a couple anime figures in their collection or whatever, 'cause, anime toys are cool. The ones I'm going to be mainly talking about in this video are the PVC figurines or statues, whatever the hell you want to call them. Most anime fans have seen these things. Some hardcore people even collect these things like for a living. They're really popular among like the anime community and just anime collectors in general. These PVC figures. But why are these PVC figures so damn expensive? Like, honestly, these things are so fucking expensive. Like, these things, usually when I look at them on Amazon or eBay or wherever the hell I can find them, it's usually around hundreds of dollars. They can go from like 100 something all the way to like 250. I mean, it's ridiculous. As much as I love anime, and as beautiful as these PVC figures look most of the time, I'm not going to spend $250 for these things. That's just way too much for this, statue, this plastic statue that can't even, really move. Now, I know these aren't, like, just cheap plastic. This is, like, PVC. It's, like, a pretty high-quality material and all that. And, I've seen these things on the internet. These figures are beautiful. They look great. They're these nice statues. They look great. The color's awesome. The paint jobs are really... They're really good-looking display pieces. But still, I wouldn't pay $200 for these things. And like I said, these things don't even move, really. They're just statues, basically. I don't even know why they call them figures. Like I said, they're display pieces. They just sit there. They don't really move. Some of them might have, like, accessories or have, like, if you get, like, the real popular ones where it's, like, an anime chick and she's, like, all skimpy and you can, like, take your clothes off. Sometimes you might get that feature with them. But other than that, these really don't do much. They just look really nice, but still. $200. Fuck that. Why are they so much? Is PVC, is PVC really this expensive? Because I was talking to one of my anime friends. He said that, like, PVC is really hard to come by and it's real expensive. So maybe, is that why these things are so expensive? Because, $200 for a damn, like, little figure statue thing. That's just fucking ridiculous. And not only that, these things are also, imported exclusively from Japan most of the time. They're made in Japan. And that's just going to make the cost go up even higher, because, I'm pretty sure those Japanese over there, they fucking know us freaking Westerners want their, anime merchandise and shit, because let's be honest, America, they don't get as much anime shit as they should. Japan gets all the good shit. We get, some good shit, but not as much as the Japanese do. I mean, it's crazy. So, these PVC figures from Japan, they're already going to be pretty costly since they're being imported from Japan, so that's going to make the price go up even more. I mean, it's just crazy. And then, if you're lucky, you can find, like, a Chinese knockoff or whatever on eBay, or, that's where I mostly find these things, for, like, way, way less. Like, for example, there's an Inner Mocha PVC figure, the Japanese one, of course, it's, like, hundreds of dollars, but then the Chinese knockoff is only, like, 30 or 40. And, honestly, I'd probably get one of these knockoffs myself, because they really don't look that different from the actual toy itself. There might be some slight differences. Like, I think the Inner Mocha that I just brought up, like, I think the Japanese version had red nails, but then they made the nails pink on the Chinese version. Like, I don't even know what the hell the point of that is. But, paying $30 to $40 for one of these things would be a lot more reasonable than $200. I mean, fuck that. Unless you're, like, some rich-ass mofo, then, go ahead. And I think the packaging on the knockoffs are different, too. But, who cares? As long as it resembles the original figure in most of the detail and stuff, then, why not? Go for it. And what I really hate is, these, like I said, these statues, these PVC figures, they look great. They look fantastic. And I'd love to own quite a few of them. I've seen plenty of them that I wanted. I saw this Orihime one. I think it was made by the company Mega House. It's pretty reasonable now on Amazon. It's like $32, and That's pretty cheap for PV as far as, PVC figures go, and it's not a knockoff either. It's the real one imported from Japan, and it just looks great, The detail and everything, Orihime's face looks cute as hell, why? I'd want it. I'd want my own plastic Orihime, but these things are just so expensive, and I know I've said that so many times throughout this video, but I just don't understand why there's so much, and why how people can blow so much money on these things. I mean, these things are like hundreds of dollars, but there's like these hardcore anime collectors that own like several or even dozens of these things. Like, you'll see like the stereotypical like otaku bedroom, and they have like a shelf somewhere or a nightstand, and they have like all these freaking figurines just everywhere, and it's like, how? I'm gonna take a guess and say, they're not ridiculously overpriced in Japan. I don't know, I haven't looked that up before, but Jesus, like, why are they so expensive? And then I saw a balalaika one from Black Lagoon, and it looked great. It was awesome. And I found it on eBay, of course, most of the listings were like $200, $400, yeah, $400 fucking dollars. You know what I can get for $400 or $200? There are so many other things I could get besides this damn, figure or whatnot. But, this balalaika, it looked great. I would have loved getting it, but again, just way too expensive. I was even able to find a listing. It was like $60. I might get it someday. I really might. It looks that great. But $60 even, that's still a lot. And I don't even know if it's a knockoff or not. It didn't look like a knockoff. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Then again, it said it didn't come in the packaging. But anyway, I'm getting off track with this fucking balalaika figure. I mean, there's just so many better buying options that you could do with a budget of $200 or even $400. That's the most expensive I've seen these things. With $200, I could buy several anime series on DVD and Blu-ray. I could buy a video game console, not one of the newer ones like the Xbox One or PS4, but just, any of the older ones. I could buy that and get like a whole bunch of games for it. I could buy a bunch of manga volumes. Like, holy shit. I could buy anime on DVD and manga volumes. I mean, there's just so much more, it's just not, I just don't think it's worth it. There's just so much more you can buy with the $200 budget. And, as great as these figures look, and as much as I'd want to own one, just to be like, hey, check out my PVC figure, these things are just too fucking much, okay? Like, I don't understand. And another thing is, it's not just the PVC figures, it's just any anime toy in general. Most of them in existence are overpriced. A good example I can come up with is the Bleach Toonami figures. These things, they're discontinued, they don't make them anymore. I don't even know if they sell them in stores. I mean, the ones I got the Orihime and the Kisuke, I found them at my local vintage stock, and then, they're really cheap. And I probably got each of them for like 13 or 10 bucks. I even bought a Toshiro figure from my little brother. But on the internet, these things are fucking crazy. They're so overpriced. I think in Ichigo, like, it doesn't even matter. Any of the characters from the Toonami Bleach series are in like the $40, $50, $60, $70 range just for one figure. And it's just fucking crazy. I understand if they're going to be, more expensive, if they're, still in mint condition, they're still in the package, they haven't been opened. But why so fucking expensive? Why so expensive? I can shop for plenty of other action figures from any other, it doesn't even have to be anime. It can just be from, like, movies or other shows or games. And they won't be near as expensive as fucking anime toys. I mean, it's just crazy. And the thing is, they made this Hollow Ichigo figure in the Toonami line. It was just a repaint of the Ichigo figure. It was a Comic-Con exclusive back in 2009. It's like worth $200 on the internet. I mean, it's crazy, and I want this thing so damn bad. I mean, but it's just way too expensive. But that's kind of reasonable in a way, because it's a Comic-Con exclusive and it's older, and it might be in mint condition. But I don't know, $200. Just for that. That's just crazy. Like, I think the cheapest figure out of all those Bleach Toonami guys is Chad. Because I guess nobody really gives a shit about Chad. So, he's going to be the least costly who knows? Character popularity might have an impact on the prices. I wouldn't be surprised. I wanted to be Yakuya. He was like 40, 50 bucks. I mean, it's fucking crazy. I'm not going to spend that much for these action figures that barely move or do anything. They look great, but as a display piece and all that, $40, I could do a lot more with that. Fuck it. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. And then some other anime shows, you know, like I said, I think character popularity and series popularity might play a role in the pricing. I've seen High School DxD figures that are like $20, and then the High School of the Dead toys, oh my god, those are all so fucking expensive. They're like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's crazy. And then you can find all these Bleach PVC knockoff figures for like $30, $20. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, I just don't understand. But yeah, that's been my thoughts on anime toys and whatnot. So yeah, like, what are your guys' thoughts? Because, you know, I just think it's kind of ridiculous how these figures are just so expensive. I mean, it's nuts. The only anime toys I got is Kisuke Orihime from Bleach, and then I got myself a Revoltech Alucard from Hellsing. I paid like $40 for him. That's the most expensive I ever paid for a fucking action figure ever. I mean, it was worth it, because, you know, Revoltech, they make some good shit, but still. So yeah, that's been my thoughts on this subject, guys. See you later.